Hey fam, what's going on? My name is Bree Riley and I wanted to make a little bit of a different video today. So we will not be doing any yoga for this one, but instead I want to talk about how to be happier, how to bring more joy into your life. So I'd like to begin this whole thing by inviting you to think of your most favorite memory. So an event that happened, something that you can think back on that makes you super happy. And more than likely, this memory, if you've already thought of it, has other people involved. And I would put money down that you were not thinking about work, that you were not stressing the way that you looked, that you were not worrying about taking care of everybody else, but instead this moment, this memory, this event that happened was big enough to wrap you into full presence. And that, my friends, is the key to happiness. So if that was your most favorite memory, that was the moment you felt so much joy in life, it is because you were fully in it. And there's a lot of cliche little terms out there, little sayings about, today is a present, it's a gift, that's why they call it the present. But it is so true, because the more that you are in it and you are in your days, the more joy that you will find. So how do we do that is the big question, right? How do you be able to sit down and not have 10 years flash by you? How do you sit down at the end of the day and say, yes, today was an awesome freaking day? And that is where mindfulness comes in, and that is where we have our practices, our formal and our informal practices of mindfulness. So I want to be very open with you and very honest that I was totally the person that was like, my brain is too busy, I'm thinking about too many things, or I can't sit still. And I used that as an excuse for a really long time to kind of avoid practicing mindfulness. So there are lots of different ways. Like I said, there's a formal and an informal. Your informal practices are going to be more like yoga, the things that bring you into presence, like maybe you go on a walk and you're very aware of your walk and your surroundings. So those would be an informal practice. And then a formal practice is actually like a seated meditation. And if you're new to meditation, I know there are a lot of different ideas about it. Like, am I praying to some sort of God? Like, what does it mean? Do I have to chant in a different language? And the answer to that is no. You can do it however you want. If you want to use it as a time for prayer, you totally can. If you want to do mantras or little chants, you're welcome to do that too. But the objective of it is to start to train your mind. And our mind loves to think. It's its job to think. It will wander, and that's what it's supposed to do, and that's okay. What we want to do is to train our mind to think about the things that we want to be thinking about. So we're not obsessing over a conversation we had with somebody. We're not worrying about what's coming up in the future, but instead we're training our mind to say, hey, I'm here now. So imagine what your life would look like if you could start to integrate more of this mindfulness in. So even like the dumb things, like brushing your teeth, taking a shower, doing the dishes, like what if you could enjoy those? Like think about a shower. Let's take a shower, for example. You get in there, you can set that water temperature just how you like it. Maybe you're in a rush, maybe not, but you gotta like shampoo your hair and wash your body, and this can be a really nice experience. But instead, we zip, zip, zip and get right through it. And next thing you know, it's over, right? And we didn't enjoy it at all. But if you have to shower every day, you might as well be enjoying it. Am I right or am I right? So there's this awesome quote by Thich Nhat Hanh. I won't read you the whole thing, but the concept of it is that we are always looking for the next thing. So there is an individual he talks about that can't wait for their cup of tea, okay? So they're so excited for this cup of tea, but they gotta get this list of things done. They gotta heat up the water, they gotta do some dishes, they gotta take care of some things. So all the while they're like, going through their things, can't wait for my cup of tea. But then, by the time they sit down, they get their cup of tea, they're already thinking about what's next. Crap, I gotta do the laundry today, I gotta pick up the kids from school, I have all of these things that I need to do. And then that thing that they were so looking forward to is gone. Missed. And so this is how we tend to go with our lives, right? Oh, I can't wait till I'm off of work. And then you get off of work, and the next thing you know, you're totally not present. You're just, watching TV, doing something to distract your brain to not be present. And then you go to bed. And then the next thing you know, you wake up and 10 years have gone by. And you're like, where did my life go? And so this is why we practice mindfulness. This is why we want to enjoy our days. And it's not about being naive to the fact that, yeah, some days are harder than others, but it's instead just being with it all, like whatever that means, and enjoying it as much as we can. So when you're driving on your way to work, rather than stressing about what work is gonna look like, enjoy your drive. Put on some music that you like. Maybe check out the scenery. Maybe wonder, what's the person in the car next to me's life like? Can you be more present? And that, my friends, is the answer to bringing more happiness to you. I'll do another video talking more about what mindfulness meditation actually looks like, a formal practice, and what that looks like, and how to do it if you're like me and your brain is all over and you're like, nah, it's sitting down, like stilling the mind. I will not become a Zen Buddha master. Not today. So I will help you out with some little tips for that. So stay tuned, feel free to check it out, and thanks for joining. Bye.